Okay, we've moved on to the next phase of the project, which is waterproofing our floor support system that we've built. And to start out with, I cut an 8-inch piece wide of fiberglass and just tucked it down in the corner there all the way up to the engine. And we did that on both sides. And so next step is to mix up some of this fiberglass resin we bought at Home Depot, and read the instructions, and it says it came with these 2 tubes of hardener, and one tube that said we'll do half that. So we're going to mix up about maybe 1/3 of that into this this bowl here, and see how much 1/3 of that will get us, and we'll get going with that shortly. We got an old paintbrush that we found that's expendable, and we'll just use that and try to get this thing waterproof. See how it goes. Sure stirred up real good. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't harden up on us too fast. That should be good. Now let's just start brushing that on. Alright, just like that, we'll just continue on all the way around. Alright, well, we didn't do too bad. We got both sides buttered in. Maybe mixed. We mixed about the right amount. A little bit of it got hardened before we had time to brush it on. That was mainly because we had to stop and look for a new pair of gloves, but all in all, it went pretty well. We'll probably come back and maybe put another coat on it after this dries. So, looking pretty good. Peace. Got a second coat of that fiberglass resin on the boat, and this time we put on a respirator, and that helped a lot. Able to breathe much better, so wear the respirator if you ever do any work with fiberglass resin. But we can show you what we got going here. Got 2 coats on there, and it's looking pretty sealed up, watertight. So let this dry up, and then we'll get to it tomorrow. Peace. Hello everybody. Back in Marty's garage working on the boat, and gonna see if we can get the floor in today, and we're gonna try to put some foam down in the boat and put some resin, waterproof it, so we'll see what we can get done today. Got noodles. Alright, we got foam. If this can't keep the boat afloat, not sure what will. Got lots of foam. So the plan is to take this spray foam, and what I got is Loctite. And I used some back here to fill some voids back there, and the stuff is pretty solid and pretty dense, and it's supposed to be a little bit better than the great stuff. It seems to have a higher density, and so this is what we're going to use. I got 10 cans, I believe. And we're going to try to get it back underneath the hole there on both sides. Just fill up that space. So let's see what happens. ends in there. That should keep the boat afloat for a while. The purpose of this foam isn't to keep the boat from sinking. Read up on it a little bit. And basically, the idea is that if you start taking in water, this foam at least will give you a chance to get to the shore before the boat sinks. So I was wondering, how is this little bit of foam going to keep this boat up with that heavy engine? And that's not really the purpose of this foam, to keep it up indefinitely. It's just to give you enough time to get back to shore if you got a problem with taking in water. So, all right, got the spray foam in. I'm not sure we're going to have room for all the other foam. We definitely want to get the noodles in here, but we'll see if we got room for the other foam. Alright, we're getting the foam in the boat. Got some pink panther over here. I put the 2-inch foam from Home Depot down there on the bottom of the hull. Hopefully that will dampen the noise a little bit from the waves crashing the bottom of the boat. And I think we got about 20 of these noodles. That no way we're going to get them all to fit in there. The other concern I have is I bought some access hole ports that I was going to put in the floor here, you know, to check for water down in this compartment and be able to vacuum. So I might have to cut a space out in this area just so if we can check for water in the hull and also vacuum it out if necessary. But anyway, I'll use all the noodles. Yeah, I saw online that you can use these noodles you know, repurpose the foam for this purpose. And I thought, who doesn't want noodles in their boat? So I wanted to get some noodles. My thought is you could always pull some out of the access port and the kids could play with noodles if they get bored. But anyway, can't get all the noodles in, but we'll do what we can here. All right, so now we're gonna first get this oak cut up for the boat floor. And got some dimensions down here that we're gonna be using. That's gonna be the cutout for the engine. And see how this goes. See if we can get it cut right the first time. Peace. Clean out these pathways for our inspection ports. Had to cut the noodles back about 4 inches. Hopefully that's not gonna be the end of us if we have to come back in. We should have enough flotation, but that shouldn't make or break us. So, looking good. Next we'll see if the boards fit in here. We want to check the fit before we start laminating. Good. Oak. So pretty, we could just varnish that and be good with it. But we got some floor on order, some nice flooring coming in. So we could start putting some resin on that. We're going to put it on both sides like my coworker Gabe recommended, and also the guy down at the boat shop. They both recommended coating both sides, so that's what we're going to do.